Hi everyone, so in this video I'm going to show you my signature makeup look as part of the I Am Freedom Awards 2016. So starting off, I've already moisturized my face, and then I'm applying a primer to make sure the makeup stays on all day and to stop it from creasing. To apply my foundation, I'm using a damp makeup sponge. Since I have pretty dry skin, foundation normally tends to streak and cling to any dry areas on my face when using a brush. So I feel like using a sponge gives the most natural looking and even application for me. When I'm done applying my foundation, I then spot conceal any blemishes that are still peeking through. And I also had some redness going on around my nose, so I took care of that too. To brighten up the under eye a little bit, I also put some concealer at the inner corners of my eyes and blended it down using my fingers. I'm also placing a white cream color under my eyebrows to highlight, and I'm once again just blending it out using my fingers. To set my foundation, I'm using powder foundations to get some extra coverage as well as setting the foundation. So first, I'm applying a lighter shade to the places I want to highlight, mainly underneath the eyes, on the chin, and under the cheekbones. And then I'm just lightly going over my whole face using a shade that matches my skin tone. To contour, I'm using powder contour, and I lightly apply that underneath my cheekbones, at my jawline, the sides of my forehead, and the sides of my nose, and blend it out well. For eyebrows, I'm starting out by outlining the outer part using a brow pencil, and then filling in the whole eyebrow using brow shadows. I'm starting off with a lighter shade at the inner part of the eyebrow, and then gradually making them darker towards the arch. And I finish them off with some clear brow gel to keep them in place. So for the eyes, I'm starting off by applying a cream base on the eyelid as a primer, and then highlighting the inner corners and first third of the eyelid using a shimmery white pearl shade. And I also use the same shadow to highlight my brow bone. Then using a fluffy blending brush, I'm starting to buff in this really pretty warm reddish brown color into the outer V, and then working it up into the crease. And at the outer part of my eyes, I make sure that I'm blending the shadow upwards and outwards to give the eyes a bit of a lift and to make them look bigger. I'm also placing the shadow on the bottom lash line and then connecting the shadows at the outer corner. I'm then placing a rich dark brown shadow over it to deepen it up, but I'm not bringing the shadow as far down as the last one. I'm keeping this one closer to the lashes so we get a nice smoked out gradient. I also blend the shadow up into the crease. Then I'm taking a gold pigment and applying that over almost my entire eyelid, leaving just the very inner part clear, and then blending it in. I'm also placing the pigment in the middle of the bottom lash line for a little pop of gold there too. Then I'm using a black kohl pencil to tightline my eyes to make sure that there won't be any skin peeking through between or under the lashes. For eyeliner, I'm using a gel liner, and I'm going for quite a dramatic wing to help elongate the eyes. I also like to drag the line down a little bit at the inner corners to make them pointier. And I really like the shape that this liner style gives to the eyes. I'm then taking a brown kohl pencil and putting a little bit of that on the outer third of the waterline, as well as a little bit on the lash line. And then I'm just applying some mascara to my top and bottom lashes before putting on my falsies. And the false eyelashes I'm using are just a pair that are really long and fluttery and soft, because I feel like that's the style that suits me the best. When the eyes are all done, I'm then going in with some bronzer onto my cheeks and the sides of my forehead just to warm up my complexion. And then I'm just applying a rosy colored blush to the apples of my cheeks. I'm then putting some highlighter onto the high points of my face using a loose powder highlight, which you probably can tell from like the sparkle dust cloud in front of my face. So moving on to the lips, I'm starting off by applying a lip primer, which feels just like a glossy lip balm, to soften the lips and to help the lip liner glide on smoother. And for this look, I'm not going to be using a lipstick on top of the lip liner, so it is important that the application is even. And I'm doing a brown lip for this look because I've just been obsessed with brown lips lately, and I feel like it goes so well with the eye makeup too. And that is the completed look. I hope that you enjoyed it, and thank you so much for watching. Bye!